Dora knows a lot of people and a lot of hidden places. And Dora knows snitches get stitches. And you don't want to know what happened to Swiper, you piece of shit.
Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the chat. Yes, sir. We back for another live stream, man. Y'all know who it is. It's Ice, so you know who said it, man. We back up in this thing. One more game. Make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. We live in the lounge, man. It's Ice, so you know who said it, man. Straight up. Let's go. I'm y'all host for this evening. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who it is. The great one, Iceup84, man. You know. I am he, I am him, I am Iceup84, man. The founder of the Gaming Lounge. We back up in this bitch for you another live. I want to appreciate each and every last one of y'all up in here, man. I don't take that lightly. You could be anywhere else, so we really do appreciate that. And so with that being said, man, y'all already know the rules, man. Take your shoes off before you enter the lounge. Once you're on your way in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss none I drop. Also leave a comment in the comment section after the live. Let me know how you feel about the content. And last but not least, man, share the video so we can get Ice more into the algorithm. With that being said, man, we got the intro out the way. It's time to play. Let's get it. It's time to play. Let's go.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Let's go. We're gonna hell of a test, baby. We're gonna hell of a test.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's get it.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Young. Being chased out left. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. And that forces a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was a primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out.
Let's get it, baby. We're going to grind
and
tonight.
He does and delivers a 1st down.
On the double.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Check right. Hey, don't steal.
They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try.
And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Young will set to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now here's Mahomes. Over this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
Ah.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. There's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
Motion man right is Rice. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Let's go now.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Young to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Come on, set.
Young. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. 38 yards. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
That's crazy work, man.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
A loss of yards. Loss of yards.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Yeah, he stopped me, though.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Young now. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Hey, check, make it. Green, ready.
Now Young. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We're back now in KC. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker.
Let's go now.
Now Young on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Toss right side to Pacheco. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. A first carry for Iceup84. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Salute everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in. The like button on your way in, man. Appreciate that support.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Yellow. Hey, 57, color. Yellow.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here now, 3rd down.
I don't need to.
Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. The drive starts with a handoff to P-Ryan. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Patrick going to change the play. Mahomes to throw it. That one caught by Rice. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Got a minute. Inside the 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Here's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Well, they would have loved to have scored a touchdown there, but this still sets them up for a game-winning field goal attempt.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Third down and goal coming up here. Pirine. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Not many points to speak of here in this one, that's for sure. I think it's kind of fitting that it was the defense that won this game, really, out there on the field for the final snap.
Every game, each team goes into it saying, okay, let's play complementary football.
I got you,
Offense
Bono.
and defense, let's work together, throw in your special teams. In this case, they leaned heavily on their defense, and it paid off. You're exactly right. They essentially won the game for them, and they got to finish it on their feet on the field.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Way to finish, man. Way to finish. All right, here we go.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Let's get it. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
Throwing. Young. Flush to his right. Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Bird.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
To throw, Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Ready. Let's go.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Down the sideline he goes. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
On the double. 22 meter. Ready.
Here is Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play there for KC. 45 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe a establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Young to throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Come on, set.
Now here's Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's get it.
On the ready. Smith ready. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half, as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Jones. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Back to it after the pick six. Young. He completes it to Tompkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go, set. Blue check. Hut.
Now a run with Hubbard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Fight, 97. Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, Young.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Running back.